Namaste. We, the students of Sanskrit of Sri Kanyaka Parameshwari Arts and Science College for Women, are wishing you a very happy Navaratri. Let's start the video with a small introduction. Navaratri is a Hindu festival that spans 9 nights and is celebrated every year in the autumn. It is observed for different reasons and celebrated differently in various parts of the Indian culture sphere. Theoretically, there are 4 seasonal Navaratri. Goddess Durga is worshipped in this festival. It is celebrated 10 days, which starts Ashwin Shukla Prathama and ends on Ashwin Shukla Navami. Other names for the festivity are Navratri, Navratri, Navaratri, Navratra, Navratan, or Navratan. Celebrations. In the eastern and northeastern states of India, the Durga Puja is synonymous with Navaratri, wherein goddess Durga battles and emerges victorious over the buffalo demon Mahishasur to help restore Dharma. In southern states, the victory of Durga or Kali is celebrated. In all cases, the common theme is the battle and victory of good over evil based on a regionally famous epic or legend such as Devi Mahatmya. The 9 days are also a major crop season, cultural event such as competitive design and staging of pandals, a family visit to these pandals, and the public celebration of classical and folk dances of Hindu culture. Hindu devotees often celebrate Navaratri by fasting. On the final day called Vijayadashami, the statues are either immersed in a water body such as river or ocean, or statue symbolizing the evil is burned with fireworks. Marking the destruction of evil, the festival also starts the preparation for Diwali, the festival of lights, which is celebrated 20 days after Vijayadashami. Theoretically, there are 4 seasons of Navaratri are Sharada Navaratri, Chaitra Navaratri, Magha Navaratri, and Ashada Navaratri. Sharada Navaratri. It is named after Sharada, which means autumn. It commences on the first day of the bright fortnight of the lunar month of Ashwini. The festival is celebrated for 9 nights once every year during this month, which typically falls in the Gregorian month of September and October. The exact dates of the festival are determined according to the Hindu lunisolar calendar, and sometimes the festival may be held for a day more or a day less depending on the adjustments for sun and moon movements and the leap year. Chaitra Navaratri. Chaitra Navaratri is the second most celebrated Navaratri, named after Vasanta, which means spring. It is observed during the lunar month of Chaitra, which is March to April. In many regions, the festival falls after spring harvest and in others during harvest. It also marks the first day of the Hindu lunisolar calendar, also known as the Hindu Lunar New Year, according to the Vikram Samawat calendar. Magha Navaratri. Magha Navaratri is observed during the lunar month of Magha, which is January to February. The fifth day of this festival is often independently observed as Vasanta Panchami, the official start of spring in the Hindu tradition, wherein goddess Saraswati is revered through arts, music, writing, and kite flying. Ashada Navaratri. Ashada Navaratri is observed during the lunar month of Ashada, which means June to July, during the start of monsoon season. Ashada Navaratri is observed regionally or by individuals. Durga Puja. Durga Puja, also known as Durgotsava, is an annual Hindu festival originating in the Indian subcontinent which reveres and pays homage to the Hindu goddess and is also celebrated because of victory of goddess Durga over Mahishasur. Saraswati Puja. Vasanta Panchami is also called Saraswati Puja in honor of the goddess Saraswati. It's a festival that marks the preparation for the arrival of spring. The festival is celebrated by people in the Indian subcontinent in various ways depending on the region. Vasanta Panchami also marks the start of preparation for Holika and Holi, which takes place 40 days later. The Vasant Utsava on Panchami is celebrated 40 days before spring because any season's transition period is 40 days, and after that the season comes into the full bloom. Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi Puja is a Hindu religious festival that falls on Amavasya of Krishna Paksha in the Vikram Samawat Hindu calendar month of Kartik on the third day of Deepavali and is considered as the main festive day of Deepavali. Significance and a story behind each day. The festival is associated to the prominent battle that took place between Durga and the demon Mahishasura and celebrated the victory of good over evil. These 9 days are solely dedicated to Durga and her 8 avatars, the Navadurga. Each day is associated to an incarnation of the goddess. Day 1 Shailaputri, known as Pratipada. First day, this day is associated with Shailaputri, daughter of mountain, an incarnation of Parvati. It is in the form of that Durga is worshipped as the wife of Shiva. She is depicted as riding the bull, Nandi, with Trishula in her right hand and lotus in her left. Shailaputri is considered to be the direct incarnation of Mahakali. The color of this day is grey, which depicts action and vigor. She is also considered to be a reincarnation of Sati and is also called as Hemavati. Day 2 Brahmacharini. On Dvitiya, that is second day, goddess Brahmacharini, another incarnation of Parvati, is worshipped. In this form, Parvati became Yogini, her unmarried self. Brahmacharini is worshipped for emancipation or moksha, an endowment of peace and prosperity, depicted as walking barefoot and holding a japamala and a kamandala in her hands. She symbolizes bliss and calm. Blue is the color code of this day. The orange color, which depicts tranquility, is sometimes used, yet strong energy flows everywhere. Day 3 Chandraganta Tritiya, that is third day, commemorates the worship of Chandraganta. The name derived from the fact that after marrying Shiva, Parvati adorned her forehead with the Ardhachandra. She is the embodiment of beauty and is also symbolic of bravery. White is the color of the third day, which is vivacious color and can pep up everyone's mood. Day 4 Kushmanda. Goddess Kushmanda is worshipped on Chaturthi, that is fourth day. Believed to be the creative power of the universe, Kushmanda is associated with the endowment of vegetation on earth, and hence the color of the day is red. She is depicted as having 8 arms and sits on a tiger. Day 5 Skandamata. Skandamata, the goddess worshipped on Panchami, that is fifth day, is the mother of Skanda. The color of royal blue is symbolic of the transforming strength of a mother when her child is confronting with danger. She is depicted riding a ferocious lion, having 4 arms and holding her baby. Day 6 Katyayani. Born to sage Katyayana, she is an incarnation of Durga and is shown to exhibit courage, which is symbolized by the color yellow. Known as the warrior goddess, she is considered one of the most violent form of Devi. In this avatar, Katyayani rides a lion and has 4 hands. She is a form of Parvati, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. She is celebrated on Shashtami, that is sixth day. Day 7 Kalaratri. Considered the most ferocious form of the goddess Durga, Kalaratri is revered on Saptami. It is believed that Parvati removed her fair skin to kill the demons Sumba and Nisumba. The color of the day is green. The goddess appears in a red colored attire or tiger skin with a lot of rage in her fiery eyes. Her skin turns black. The red color portrays prayer and ensures the devotees that the goddess will protect them from harm. She is celebrated on Saptami, that is seventh day. Day 8 Mahagauri. Mahagauri symbolizes intelligence and peace. It is believed when Kalaratri took a bath in the Ganga river, she became extremely fair from her darker complexion. The color associated with this day is peacock green, which depicts optimism. She is celebrated on Ashtami, which is 8th day. Day 9 Siddhidatri. On the last day of the festival, also known as Navami, which is ninth day, people pray to Siddhidatri. Sitting on a lotus, she is believed to possess and bestow all the types of siddhis. Here she has 4 hands, also known as Mahalakshmi. The purple color of the day portrays an admiration towards nature's beauty. Siddhidatri is Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva. Siddhidatri is also seen as the Ardhanarishwara form of Shiva and Shakti. It is believed that one side of Shiva's body is that of goddess Siddhidatri. Therefore, he is also known by the name of Ardhanarishwara. According to Vedic scriptures, Lord Shiva attained all the siddhis by worshipping this goddess. Animal sacrifices. Animal sacrifices is a part of some Durga Puja celebrations during Navaratri in the eastern states of India. The goddess is offered a sacrificial animal in this ritual in the belief that it stimulates her violent vengeance against the buffalo demon. The Rajputs of Rajasthan worshipped their weapons and horses on Navaratri and formally offered a sacrificial goat to a goddess revered as Kuldevi, a practice that continues in some places. Kulu. Kulu is the festive display of dolls and figurines in South India during the autumn festive season, particularly around the multi-day Navaratri, which means Dasara, festival of Hinduism. They are also known as Kulu, Kombe Habba, Bommai Kulu or Bommala Kulu. Bommai Kolu in Tamil means divine presence. Bommala Koluvu in Telugu means court of toys. And Bombay Habba means doll festival in Kannada. It is a part of the annual Dasara, which means Vijayadashami, Hindu festival where young girls and women display dolls, figurine, court life, everyday scenes along with the divine presence of goddesses Saraswati, Parvati, and Lakshmi in Tamil, Kannada, and Telugu households during Navaratri or the 9 nights. Each displayed items in a Golu display is sometimes called Golu doll or equivalent. These are typically made by rural artisans from clay and wooden materials then brightly painted. They are generally arranged in an odd number of buddies to tell a story. Goddess related themes are common along with developments such as anticipated wedding within the family and of friends. During the Golu display season, families visit each other with gifts to view and chit chat over the Golu display, share festive foods, and sometimes play music or sing devotional songs together. Major Hindu temples such as the Meenakshi temple arrange elaborate Golu displays each year for Navaratri. Benefits of fasting during Navaratri. Number 1. Apart from being an idle time to connect with the spiritual self, Navaratri is also the best time to detox and strengthen your body from within. Number 2. During these 9 days, people opt for a very variety of fruits and foods that are nutritious. The antioxidants present in these foods help in the removal of harmful free radicals from the body. Number 3. When you fast, your liquid intake increases. It helps in keep the body hydrated. During Navaratri, most people have coconut water, fresh fruit juices, milkshakes, buttermilk, etc. that nourishes the body and moisturize the skin. Number 4. Medication and prayer are significant part of Navaratri Vrat. These helps you in calming your sense, body, mind as well as the soul. In a nutshell, by fasting during Navaratri, a person can exercise self-restraint, self-discipline, self-control, and last but not least, spiritual awakening. Number 5. By avoiding wheat, rice, and lentils, and some embracing ingredients, people give the much needed rest to their digestive system. Mahishasura Mardini Stotram. Goddess Durga then fought Mahishasura over a period of 15 days, during which he kept changing his shape to become different animals and misled her. Finally, when he transformed into a buffalo, Goddess Durga stabbed him with this trident, and that was the end of him. The story is widely narrated during Durga Puja through Mahishasura Mardini Stotram. The Stotram contains 20 shlokas itself. To gain the power of Ma Durga to win in any battles or conquer any fears or challenges, reciting Mahishasura Mardini regularly with much devotion is a blessing. Devi Ma will help you to win the battle and gives you victory in all your works. Reciting Mahishasura Mardini will overwhelm and sorrow from your life.